Hi. I was taking my youngest son to nursery today. And when I was walking, I love walking. Um, really clears my head. But when I was walking him to nursery, I had so many things come to me, and it was just one of the biggest things for me. I've had such issues with how I look on the outside, and I've just never felt enough, and I think that was partly because I didn't feel enough inside. But me in the 3D 4D consciousness just couldn't grasp when people were saying about loving themselves and truly loving themselves. And I remember just thinking, I don't know how to do that. I'd battle, and I'd work out, and I'd try and do all these things on the outside to try and fix everything that felt, I say broken, but it's not been broken, but all the density that I had built up from everything that I hadn't dealt with, for everything that I was just, all my experiences and everything of life and relationships and family dynamics, and that density builds up, and there's so much that your body can take. And I really believe that can cause you to become unwell in many factors. It's your body's way of saying something is not right here. Because one thing I've battled, I'd never felt good enough. I'd such horrible 3-4D ways of thinking, and it's because it's how we've just been programmed that that's real and that's how it is. But judgment and fear and shame and envy and comparison, and they're all such horrible, really not nice things to have, because since fully awakening, I was walking, and it hit me at how, not just internally, everything about me has just shifted and changed in the most amazing way. And I'm so grateful to be at this place now, to be so at peace. I'm actually looking in the mirror, and it's so weird. I don't, all the judgment and that, I don't like this, I don't like that, I had about myself, I actually look and I think, my God, I created 6 beautiful babies. And look how, I work out, I look after myself. And it's gone far more than that. I'm just so at peace with myself. And it's gone beyond looking a certain way and trying to fit in and try and be what everyone is trying to be, which I don't. It's just the 3 and 4D now are so, it's all so artificial and not real, and it's just the fakeness of everything, and it's bringing it back to being authentic. Like, you can't beat being you. Like, I feel for the first time in my life so comfortable in my own skin, and that's because I found myself in a way that I didn't know how to before, that I didn't know you could. Like, I was walking around in a human, so unawakened, and it's just, I just want anyone that feels and understands what I'm saying, that if you feel pulled and resonate with me at all, then follow my channel. And I just want everyone to feel the way I'm feeling. I dropped my son off and I was walking home, and I was listening to music, and it actually makes me emotional, because for so long I had no passion for anything. My passion for music and dance was just gone. I just felt empty. And yes, I love my children, and I think they were part of the reason why I kept going and I kept standing up, and when I was at my lowest and I was just surrounded by darkness and I just didn't know my way. I just couldn't be there anymore. I couldn't wake up and just feel nothing anymore. I just had no joy. I was just a shell of myself. And that's no one else to blame, but it's not even to blame myself. It was what I chose to experience here. And I know now that I had to experience the lowest of low so that I can be relatable to others that are going through shit times and that are suffering with depression and mental health and anxiety, and that cripples you to having panic attacks. And it's just, I've got out of that. And yes, I had to seek help at one point because I was so against antidepressants and things like that because I didn't want to mask it, but it got so bad for me that I needed something, because the fear of how I felt was just not okay anymore. And I didn't want my children to see me like that. They didn't deserve that. And I know it's my soul. She came here to have a freaking challenge to make it as hard as possible to get me to where I am now. But I'll do it all over again to know what I know now, for the reasons that I've gone through all of that, had the experiences and relationships I've had. I'll do it all over again. I wouldn't change any of it. And I know a lot of people say, well, if it was really that bad, you wouldn't. That's how good this is. That's how freeing an awakening is. That's how I was walking home and music came on, and this is music that I've been drawn to, which I haven't for so long. I just had no passion to listen to music. Okay. Whereas I lived for music before. It made me feel alive, but it's come back with a force and so much. I can't even tell you. I was walking along, smiling away to myself, looking at how beautiful the sky was, looking at the birds and how freaking awesome Earth is, and how we are surrounded by freaking miracles everywhere. So what's happening and what's around us, and I just want every human that's meant to awaken in their reincarnation this time to feel what I'm feeling. For us all to be living in a 5D new earth, just feeling alive, so friggin' alive and joyful, and so much passion and desire to I just want to awaken everyone. I just want everyone to get me, and I know that they won't, because that was another thing. When I was walking, before October last year, I had heard nothing about 5D, new humans, new earth, consciousness. I was so closed off and locked and lost in 3D matrix of what we've been programmed is real, that was real. And now I can't see how I didn't see that. And it's all timing. I know that the ones that see it and have that, and that comes up on their algorithm, and they start noticing, and they're being pulled to certain people, and they're pulled to different things, and they resonate with different things that they never did before, and then they hear about 5D and the new earth. It is just, I know that the ones that will get it, and the ones that don't yet will in time. And there's no point trying to force that upon anyone, because it's not their time to. And I've accepted. It's hard, because I'm just at such a high frequency. I can feel it. I'm just a completely different me. I've come home to myself. I know my inner child, when I've had messages since my awakening about my inner child and how joyful, and they're explaining it, how they feel when they're safe and they can come out, and I never believed, and I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to feel that. I'm never going to feel that sense of real passion and joy and love for life again, for anything. Because when people ask, what's your hobbies, what do you love doing? I didn't know, because I was that lost. And I let myself get that lost. But I know that that's all part of how I created it, how I designed it before I reincarnated. So it's not about blame, or because I just sometimes it is beyond words. I can't quite explain it, but it's just, I know now. I feel so, my inner child, she feels safe. She feels safe to come out and be seen again. And that is just the most beautiful feeling. And this is where I'm feeling like a little kid again. I'm looking at the world as if I'm a child, with so much wonder, with possibilities, with none of the beliefs and the distortion of everything that we're told is real. And it's just, I just want everyone to feel that. And just I was listening to music, and honest to God, this song came on and I was laughing to myself. People were probably looking at me. There was people walking past me. I don't care anymore. But I still can see that I hold myself back, because I actually got to a point where I just want to put my bag down and just start dancing in the middle of the street. And I can't wait to get to that point where I actually don't give a shit and do it. But there's still, my brain is still saying, oh, please don't. Don't do it. It's not good. The outcome's not going to be good. People will be, there will become, I can feel it getting stronger and stronger, and it's building. There will be to the point where I just don't care. And I will be that person that people think is crazy, they're losing it. But I just don't care. And it will get to the point where it's so strong. Like it got to a point where it was today. I just thought, I just want to dance. I just want to move and just, I just have so much love and joy and energy and electricity and frequency to share with whoever resonates with me, whoever feels my crazy vibe. But I'm not afraid to be that me anymore. I'm not afraid to feel judged. I'm not afraid of fear and comparison. And I just want everyone around me and everyone to feel how I feel, and just to be choosing themselves and loving themselves and not giving a shit about what other people think, dressing how you like, being how you like. And there's so many people out there doing that, and oh my God, I applaud you. And I think, yes, it's just so freaking freeing. Like, why wouldn't you? And I think it's amazing me, because I've spent so long like caged up in such control of all the things that have been taught to me and what I've put on myself as well, that I shouldn't do and I can't do. I need to people please, and I need to be this version, I need to be that version, and still, even today I was walking along and my brain was saying, well, what are you going to do today then? What are you going to post? Because you're going to have to keep it up. People are going to see it because they're going to get bored of you. And I was walking and I thought, oh God, yeah. And then again it hit me, and I thought, oh, for God's sake, my brain, there you go again. I am not leading, I'm not letting my brain lead anymore. I'm letting my soul lead. I'm letting my intuition lead, my higher self lead. If I feel pulled to share me, and there's something that I feel really passionate about that I want to share, then I will come on and I will share. But I am not going to force it anymore, because that's, earlier on, a few months ago, that's what I felt like I was doing. I was turning up and I wasn't being authentically me. I wasn't. I was feeling like I had to force it, and that's not how it's meant to be. I'm meant to be turning up, just being me, feeling cool. If I feel pulled and passion to share something, I'll share it. And if people don't like it, they don't like it. But I know for my own sanity as well, documenting this and recording and taking the videos is just, I wish I did it from the start. Like at the beginning, my journey, I was journaling, but I really lost the passion for that a few months ago. I didn't want to. But that's the change in me. I felt more pulled to do this. I wanted to share this. I wanted to start recording, because when I look back at even videos from like a few months ago, honestly, the change in me now is just ridiculous. And how much you can change and shift in a matter of even days. Like, I've had days where it's just shifted and it's just insane. And I just know everything's changing for the better. And I'm seeing little nuggets of like amazing like things that never happened to me before. And I know it's going to sound silly, but it's not silly. It's not, because I'm feeling it and I see it, and it's the gratitude I have for everything that I'm receiving, like little pieces of abundance in its own form that are helping me be able to do things and be able to, oh, okay, that's all right, that's come back. And whereas before things would happen, or and I'd be like, oh, and it would, yeah. And now I'm just getting little things. And even when it comes to money, and I think I had such a terrible relationship with money, and that through my awakening I've rebuilt it, and I've got a better relationship. Like I have. And instead of forcing it, I just let it flow. And another thing, having control. I have to have control. My brain would always be in control. I had to know everything 10 steps ahead. I needed to make sure that I was in control and that I knew what was going to happen. And I didn't like to be blindsided, which, that's normal. But it gets to the point where it was just taking over for me. And so that was a huge challenge for me through my awakening, because they kept saying, you need to surrender. You can't control this. And I have seen very much at the beginning, it was really hard for me to let go and to not control and to not want to get to the end. And it was kind of like, not forcing, but I kept getting messages, it's going to be this. And okay, well, where is it? I'm doing the work, but it doesn't just happen like that. I had so much to let go of, and my triggers were so deep rooted and so deep that it wasn't just going to magically be purged and be done. And I see that now, and it's all happened for me. And over time I've then surrendered, and there's been many times actually that I see now that I've had to fully surrender. And when I've fully surrendered, I've had tower moments where I've surrendered and just gone, look, I don't know what I need to do. I'm surrendering now, because what needs to go will go. And I've had many that I know my angels have come and created a tower moment, and so I didn't have a say in it, and I've been plucked up and moved, and it was the best thing that could happen. And just I don't know, just having that trust and faith and surrendering can be really scary, especially when you've been a control freak like me and who just overthinks everything. And I know there's so many people that are the same. But to actually fully surrender, and before I was always like waiting for the shoe to drop. Oh God, when's it going to hit? Okay, it's going good. So when's it going to hit? And it's going to start. And I kept getting messages, it's not going to. You need to trust. And I'm so proud of myself, because I'm so thankful to my angels and my guides, and because I have been really divinely led through this, and I've let go of so much that I literally have my children and me now. And I can honestly say I feel at peace at that right now. I'm loving myself, I'm choosing myself, and that is the best thing for my children, because I want to be an example for them. I want them to be able to see that I'm doing it. You don't need someone else to make yourself happy. You have to find the happiness and the joy and the love and respect for yourself first. And I am just so different, and I love it, and I love everything that I've been and what I've experienced, even the the dark side of it and the shadow work and all the things that have come up that needed to come up that I've suppressed and for too long. And it's so true. It's just so freeing. I even can tell that I had severe bloating, like severe bloating, and I don't eat a lot of salt. I'm healthy. Yeah, I have got a sweet tooth, I'm not going to lie, but I drink water. Literally, I have 1 cup of coffee a day and I drink water. And the bloating, since I've let go of a lot, and especially my previous relationship, I think it caused so much disease in me. Dis-ease, but disease also because my body was screaming that it wasn't right. And I was resentful and sad and I was angry. I'm not any of that, because I know that I chose to experience that. And for whatever reason, my ex-partner, we had a soul contract to experience that together, to have 3 beautiful boys together. And I know he's still battling that, and he wants us to get back together and can't understand what I'm experiencing. But however much I have, especially I was yesterday and today, there's, my brain wants to kick in and tell me when I'm feeling sad, and I feel like I am grieving my old timeline, because I know my body just knows it's shifting, that things, that's coming to an end now. And my new timeline is there, and I can feel it. And so the grief of that is coming up, because we've had 3 beautiful boys together and we did have happy memories, but my brain, because it's what it's used to, it's telling me, well, and it's uneasy with the shifts that are happening, it's saying, well, you need to go back to that. That's your happy place. You were happy there. But in truth, I wasn't happy at all. I lived in survival mode, and yes, we had happy times and we had memories, and I'm not saying it wasn't, but I was in survival. That whole relationship, literally living in survival. Like, I was just about surviving. I was just an anxious, paranoid, just a mess. But I have so much love for that version. I have so much love for my partner, my ex-partner, because that relationship was the real catalyst for me to become awakened, for me to have my awakening. And how can I ever feel anything but gratitude for him, and gratitude for the people that I met along the way and that were in my life. Like, I'm so grateful for all of them. Like, I don't wish anyone harm. I don't wish karma on anyone, and I hate it when people say, oh they deserve karma for what they did, but they don't. I don't want anyone to experience the lows that I have, unless they are meant to, unless they are, that's how they chose and designed for this experience to be. But for karma to be put because people may have done me wrong, no way. Oh God, no. I don't want anyone. I just want everyone to feel the way I'm feeling. I don't hold resentment. I don't know, I just don't hold that I had. And I was. And that was part of the purging. I thought I had purged it, but I hadn't. I still held resentment, and I was angry, and I didn't understand. I felt betrayed, and so much I've just learned, and it's just, all of that has just completely disintegrated for me. It's just gone. I don't feel that. I just have so much love for everyone. I'm just so grateful for the memories and the time I had with them, because they were part of me becoming and coming home to myself. Like, how can you ever want something bad to happen and karma for that. And these are not sad tears, these are just such gratitude for everyone that has been a part of my journey up until now. If it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't be here now. So how can I feel sad about that? But yeah, I wish I could fix the world. But I'm just me. And I know that a lot of people don't get what I'm saying, but the people that will. And I'm here. My channel's there. If you feel you need to share and just be seen for who you are without any of those illusions that we've been placed on us, I'm here. And yeah, no, that's my little bit for today. But I do hope you all have a really good Wednesday. See you later.